Well, I can only hope the sound is actually working. Welcome everyone. Do please type in the chat if you can hear me. This is my first time streaming actually with this software. I can see stuff moving on my second screen, so I guess we're all right. We're playing the big evil Soviets today. Iron Man historical focuses. Ooh, you can see I've been playing the new DLC here. And I have confirmation that people can hear me. Right, so what's the plan for today? I'm going to aim for this big focus way down here, form the COMECON. It's a bit of a meme really. You get to use your puppets and get more production from them. It's probably meant as a late game thing for a war with the Allies after you beat Germany, but we're going to do early wars and form this early on. So focus-wise, we're going to start with the centrist path, center, do all those purges and get a few focuses along the way, especially among the Comintern here, where we do the, where is it? Southern Thrust, Middle East Diplomacy, Southern Thrust, war goals against Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan. And eventually, and that's the really key issue here, fighting a war with Japan. That will enable us to do desperate measures before we fight the Germans, and that will just make us a lot stronger. So focus-wise, we're starting with Path of Marxism-Leninism. What do I like of the new DLC so far? It's interesting. They really did their best on some premium content for well, the southern half of Southern America, so Brazil and all the way down. All these countries here, no focus trees yet. Start with the basic research for now. And build a bunch of civilian factories. Why civilian factories if we're going for early wars? Well, COMECON requires us to have more controlled factories than 200. We only have 83. We'll get a few from the puppets. They might not even count, but we need more. And by the way, these factories are just fine. We have so many factories. We also need anti-air. Planes are worthless, at least these planes are. Can anyone comment for me if the music of the game is too loud or too soft? Thank you. Finishing the old ships and putting them all in the Black Sea. I just want to make sure I have naval supremacy over the Turks later on. Music is perfect. Great. If you watch my early videos, it's a consistent error that my music is too loud. Also, not everyone likes Age of Wonders. So today I just turned on the generic music. This should do. And if Soviets have anything going for them in the early game, it's that they have 138 divisions. I mean, it just screams, take me to early wars. How to divide them though? I'll just delete half of the cavalry, so I have mountaineers and some cavalry, and they are one army. Putting them on the Turkish border. And there's those stupid NKVD divisions, and we'll put them on the border here with Iran for later. Bunch of tanks and motorized, so convert it all to motorized. It's barely any difference anyway. I'm not going to do much in the beginning. Just park them here on Cherksai. 3 armies of 24 regular divisions. Put a few on Romanian border here. A few more. And the rest on Sevastopol. Exercise all of them. And these guys are going to do something different. We're going to make a duplicate. I believe Spetsnaz is the Russian word for special forces. I'm just going to create one elite army, and that's going to be these guys. All the good equipment and the upgrades and the template changes will go to these guys, and I'll give them that one brilliant strategist general that's level 1. He'll level up like crazy with all the work we're going to give him, and that might just become a very good general or field marshal. We're going to try the same with this guy here on the other side of Romania. Popov, hopefully turn him into a field marshal, and the rest doesn't really matter. We're going to see if I can save these two from getting purged, and the rest is just expendable. So I'll just put Zukov here. In the mountains, we'll use that commando guy. Where is he? Kuznetsov. The NKVD divisions are truly worthless, and well, for motorized, in the far future that might become my tank divisions. So we'll give them to Rokossovsky. And we'll use Voroshilov here as the field marshal because he's level 1 and mostly because he's not getting purged. We also got an air force. It's pretty pathetic, but it will at least give me air supremacy over Romania and Turkey and the Middle East, I think. So yeah, this should be the setup. We'll gather some political power and justify on Turkey. Once that war is going on, we will not capitulate Romania and Turkey, but do the focus to get war goals on these 3. Then we declare, puppet these 2, conquer these 3, and then prepare for war with Japan. I think I got everything here. Deficits are insane. Oh well. Now this video might also be interesting for people who watch it later. I get a lot of questions where people ask me to show more detail. I can't afford really to make very long videos. It's a lot of editing work, and barely anyone watches it anyway. So if someone wants the unedited version, I'll just leave this one with timestamps up when I do what. We'll go for the center, and we almost got the political power to do this. These guys are going to naval invade Turkey at some point. And this is a level-free naval base, so we want that one. Stalin Constitution. And at some point we'll get the purges. Air Force is trained. We'll assign them over the Romanian airspace. Probably the toughest opponent for now. That's good to hear, Cornbread, that this strategy worked great. Like I said, I get the most questions about this strategy, a few things that aren't working for people. And that's just, well, that will not stand. It's a very good strategy if you get it working. It's not easy, I'll admit that, but it is possible. Things that tend to go wrong for people is that they justify on Turkey too late and or it gets guaranteed. which shouldn't be possible in my opinion, but well, we'll see. Getting guarantees on these three, which shouldn't happen if you do not capitulate Romania and or Turkey before the war goal finishes. If you finish the war goal and wait only a few hours, you can bump into a guarantee. So that's tricky. And then there's of course the naval invasion here. I get so many questions about that. I made a separate tutorial on naval invasions, but I fully admit it's a flimsy exploit I'm using. Under no circumstances should the Soviets get naval supremacy over Japan. They do get it though, for a brief moment of time, and that's what you're exploiting. Stalin Constitution, and we'll do the Zinovjet Terrorist Center. My favorite country in HOI4 to play. I have several favorites. I would count Italy as one of my favorites for, well, the random expansion, but not really challenging. It's just always a very cool campaign. Challenging and cool campaigns would be Poland for one of my favorites. And for bonkers old history and all of that, Turkey comes to mind, or even Bulgaria. And Mexico. If you ever watch Stakui, the other YouTuber who has far more followers than me, Mexico is his favorite country to play, and I've really learned to like that one. I do wonder if the new DLC will mess up Turkey. %48 world tension, war support, I mean, and enough political power. This will go up with the world tension we're creating through the justification, so I'm waiting for war economy. There's the first Moscow trial. We now have to wait a while to do the anti-Soviet Trotsky Center. So what we'll do is do the Comintern and get some focuses done over here. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, but military advisors to Spain, only 35 days and you get ticking experience. So I really want that one. There's of course Middle East diplomacy that we need for Southern Thrust. Baltic security can only be done once political paranoia is complete. And for this one we need the Chinese-Japanese war to start. And there's a lot of cool stuff over here under internal affairs. Stability, communism support, political power, you name it. I'm going to use political power for... yeah, we'll do that. You always have to ask yourself, am I going to use political power for my MIOs? And well, it's a trade-off. I get enough political power in the early game. I can even get an army chief here. I think army training time is useless. This one will likely get purged as well as this one. So I'll just get Timoshenko and hope he survives. That's Comintern. We'll send military advisors to Spain. Least favorite countries to play. Well, Czechoslovakia comes to mind because it's still pretty bland. I don't really like to play Germany except form the HRE, which I admit I only like because of the Kaiserin path. And I don't really like the United States. I have had a few fun runs with the US, but even if you flip ideology, it just takes so very long to make it a fun game. The replayability is very low. Switzerland is very fun, but there is only one real fun path and the rest is murderously tedious. And I don't really like what they did to Ethiopia. There's some fun paths in there, but having to go through that entire slog with Italy every time just makes the replayability very low. Let's see, I need 100 days. Do Middle East diplomacy. Already got an upgrade here. Infantry equipment, yes. Well, all the armies seem exercised. Deficits, yeah, they're still here. %, war support, so now we can go to war economy. I'm not doing this one yet. And how many days left? Strengthen the mobilization plan. And we're almost here. I'm very cowardly turning down the speed a bit. It's not that I fear losing, it's just we need some accuracy here. Put this one charismatic. Just turn on the battle plans for all of these guys. Don't care about casualties. Declare war. Put these on naval invasion supports and we'll start doing stuff. These motorized divisions are under-equipped, so probably of no use here today. Let's first see what happens in the naval invasion. So going for professional officer corps. Ah, cool. Free encirclement. I did not even plan for that. But I really need to pay attention here. Should be alright. Also keep an eye on the paranoia stuff here, but we should be alright there as well. Here we are. So funny, they're moving to the other port to move across. Oh well. Cool. Also going for bold attack. Now the thing is, of course, we do not want the Turks or Romanians to capitulate before we do southern thrust. But we do want to take out most of their armies before then. See how far we can get. Managed to encircle a few Romanians. 35 days. I'll do cohesion first. No place in the navy for such men. I'm just appeasing Stalin with everything I've got in the early game. There's just a few exceptions I will make. I want to keep these two generals and preferably also Voroshilov, because he will level up big time. Let's manually see if we can encircle the capital here. A lot of troops here. %0 stability, we're doing just fine. Turning off these auto orders and just kill the capital. Now we can advance a little more, and capitulating Romania later should not be a problem. Turkey is a little bit more resistant, it seems. That's probably because I'm not really helping. Should also take care of supply situation here. This is a supply hub. I seem to have a river connection here, but I'll make some railroads. Now situation here, this looks alright. I'll just upgrade this one to a level 2, that should be fine. I don't usually use mods for HOI4. You can see this is the unmodded version. I've tried a few mods. I've tried Kaiserreich and Kaiserreich Redux. I kind of like the story there, but I think to play it, it's just way too much clicking for my taste. I have no connection whatsoever with the Fallout universe, so Old World Blues was, well, nothing for me. I really like Road to 56, but I'm a fan of all the bonkers alternate history out there, so that only pleases me. Let's see if I can make it out here. I haven't played a lot of mods other than those, though. I'll encircle the capital with my motorized and just see if I can kill a few more troops here. And I probably need another army here to break Turkey, because I need more encirclements, really. Let's move the Air Force there as well. 1,000 planes, so I need a bigger airfield. Well, not that big an airfield. So conspiracy amongst civil servants. That's too much. We don't really need it. Cohesion first done. We'll wait a day or so, and then this one should open up. Indeed. This probably won't even capitulate Romania. That's a good question. If other leaders do not question the state of emergency in their country, they probably do. But it's historically Stalin who did a lot of damage to his own country because of the paranoia. They could have included similar scenarios, of course, in DLCs, but they didn't. See, near the end of the war, Mr. Schmittler was, of course, quite paranoid, and with good reason, because half the Wehrmacht was trying to kill him. Mussolini, of course, got deposed by his own people, but that was also a bit late in the war. And pretty much everyone pre-World War II was afraid of communism, so, well, there's that. And the big Red Scare. Barely begun to break Turkey here, so that's going to take some more time. But that's alright. This guy's already level 3. We'll just make him take the entire front line. We'll take Chukyov out of there. How did you get in war with Turkey early? Manual justification. The first 50 political power I got was used for a manual justification against Turkey. And that also gets you to war with Romania, because Romania is guaranteed in Turkey at the early start of the game. Let's get you guys out of here, and we'll start with just guarding Iran here. Supply, it's terrible, but it'll have to do. Supply hub. I kind of like these settings. As long as you guys are not chatting too much, I should be able to see it while I play. Hopefully not distracting myself too much. Second Moscow trial. Could do this one now. And I'll do Southern Thrust first and get those war goals going before bad things happen. Lost my admiral, but they're all cowed as well. I'm getting war goals against these 3 countries. And as you can see, I'm not guarding the Afghanistan border. They can just walk in here. I don't really care. Also, I do care. I want them to move away from here. And they will. If you're using this strategy for the no step back achievement, that might be a problem. You can still guard this border and you'll have a tougher fight against Afghanistan. But hey, it's an achievement, so there you go. Yes, Balkan pressure is something I often forget. My silent workhorse Axel often reminds me that I should actually use it. Voroshilov has logistics wizard, his purpose in life really. And we need some more plannings here. I'm not too worried about annexing Turkey too fast. I'm really slow with Turks. Romanian should be fine. Don't have a border guard with Iraq though, but let them walk out if they want to. Or I'll just use these mountaineers to go over there. I'm creating a bit of a mess in terms of lines here, but we'll fix it. Seem to have very few Romanians left here. Romania is completely destroyed. Also going to switch land doctrines. Might as well do it now to get that entrenchment. I don't really need that. I'll get some more first. Last thing I heard about the Balkan pressure focuses is that they no longer give war goals. Not sure if that's actually true, but I am curious. We'll see if we can try it out. Support equipment pouring in. Not actually using it with these troops anyway. Southern Thrust is in, which means we got war goals. We do not want to resume the game. Even though world tension is quite low, we're not taking any chances here and just declaring war on all three of them. That does spike world tension. We're at 40% now. And here is some more. Romania is coming in. And our next focus will be the workers' dictatorship to continue with the purges. And we'll just turn on the battle plans again and see if we can make it work here. That's Romania. We'll turn them into a puppet with resource rights, war reparations, and taking their navy. If you want more puppets, you can always use, what's it called? Transylvania here as a separate puppet, and Moldova, but this is fun as well. I'm using Popov's army here to also take care of Turkey. That might otherwise take a bit too long. And those motorized that are terribly under-equipped, we'll just send them to Baku. And now we can go for elimination of Turkey as an opponent. Yeah, sure. Nice encirclement here. But with only one army on this border, it's slow going. Let's see. We're going to get the event from Germany offering us that research treaty. So we'll just get that very low level research out of the way. Make the best use of our bonuses. We'll also create some military factories in Romania to lower their autonomy and give us a few more military factories to get them to integrated puppets. They are now a colony. How's Turkey doing? As soon as we get Izmit and Istanbul, we should be alright here. Hey, Apoavra. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Oh yes, do challenge me with pronunciations of names and places. There goes Turkey. Oh yeah, we want to select Kurdistan because Turkey doesn't have cores on Kurdistan. Now I remember. Of course, Kurdistan does not have resources, but maybe they'll get it later. And take Navy. Whoop. And I'll just finish off the rest of them. We're losing valuable Soviet territory here, so I'll just grab Popov's army and fix that. And let's see, this supply hub, we have no supply here anywhere. Not cool. How to avoid English guarantees at some point? Well, I basically just showed that part. You justify Turkey at the very start of the game, no, not enough world tension, and you get the war goals against these three through the focus tree, and do not capitulate Turkey and Romania before you declare war on them. There's no guarantees around. Now, after that we're going after Japan. They are in their own faction, and that means they cannot get guaranteed. Fleet coordination. Whatever. And after Japan, it's maybe China, and they'll be in the Chinese United Front. No guarantees there. Then there's Finland and the Balkans, and guarantees might pop up there, but we'll see about that. Will we fight the Allies? I don't think we'll get to that today, and I don't think I'll continue this stream later on. Purpose will be to get big and strong and powerful for the Germans and not much else. Voroshilov, already level 3. We can also give him offensive doctrine. He probably likes that. Yes, well, Atlas, for an American, he's very good at pronunciation, but, you know, he's still an American. 35 days until this one. We'll do internal affairs. Let's also form an intelligence agency. I'm from the Netherlands. All the way over here. You can see Utrecht here, and I live in a small city next to it. Location reveal? Well, not really. It's still pretty crowded there. That's Iraq. No navy. Sad. Let's gang up on Iran. Alright, now must not forget to, get rid of those NKVD divisions. Where is he? This guy will finish off Afghanistan, hopefully. And we'll edit this template. You have to cross over all those mountains, etc. So we'll give him cavalry, recon, and engineers. Probably don't have the equipment yet. Oh well. He's going to have to do this without supply, because, well, there's none here and I don't have the time to build it. I've stuck to the center with Mr. Stalin. COMECON is possible with one of the opposition paths, but it's very difficult. Let's go over anti-tank. No, designer. Need PP. There goes Japan against China. And we'll do the military conspiracy. I mean, I want to go for the war with Japan as soon as possible, but I also want to get rid of those purges. Ugh, terrible. Now let's see if I can get rid of Afghanistan. I'll just delete this army to get some equipment back. That should make a difference, but support equipment, artillery. Just get to Kabul, guys. It's an interesting one. Denmark, UK, France. I've actually done a naval Soviet video at some point where I did just that. It's just not the plan for today. Basically, you have such a big army that every early expansion strategy with the Soviets can be done. And if you're worried about guarantees, well, you can just go after the democratic nations first to cut them off. Doing war propaganda. And behead the snake. No, we'll do that one later. We'll go for this one here first and improve relations with Xinjiang. Butterfront. This is so interesting. This one division is being attacked and he's losing, but he's also pinning my division here. It's not fair. Impassable terrain. Long live Afghanistan. Oh, please. RIP Afghanistan. Well, that's that. That's the Turkey, Romania, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan done. Let's get ready for Japan. I'll just merge up all those fleets and park them over at Vladivostok. We're still building those same vessels that I once ordered for Crimea, and we'll just reassign them to Vladivostok so they don't have to sail across the world. Russia has bad experiences with that. Spy, 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 spy. Do I have no seducers? And let's start with Mexico. Chuikov will be invading. Threat of the Rising Sun, we'll do Gobi Gambit. It's nice if it works, but doesn't really matter. We'll go for war with Japan afterwards anyway. Still have a deficit of artillery. I'll be happy if I manage to get rid of that. And I'll need to add anti-air to this division. Would have liked to add an additional artillery, but I just don't have the gear. Why not superior firepower, if I may ask? Well, superior firepower and grand battle plan are close enough to each other. I believe they both are very good. I think for the future, when you also fight Germany, the defensive bonuses are more important, and I can work with offensively grand battle plan. Prepare for war with Japan, and Xinjiang accepts. That's fine. Yeah, let's go. We can lower the autonomy of Romania. We'll now do the same thing for Turkey. Civilian factories might be smarter for lowering autonomy because you need more civs anyway, but you just lower autonomy that much quicker with military factories. I can probably fill in a few hours stream with explaining grand battle plan versus superior firepower. It's a long debate, not going to go into it too much. I really like the entrenchment bonuses for the early war against Germany though. Another thing to note here, as you can see, I split up this army over Vladivostok and the port here. It's just that if you put them in the same spot, they'll eat too much supply and start attritioning. And I need these guys to be in top shape to make this naval invasion work. Might actually still fail, but I have good hopes. Motorization priority, the Field Marshal has logistics wizards. I can upgrade the infrastructure here, but it would take me years, and I don't have years. So that's why, really. Let's see if we can add a few doctrines here. Trench warfare. Grand battle plan. Yep, that'll have to do. Hey Rick, how's it going? I'm alright. I've been having COVID and flu problems in these past few months, but my voice is back. Playing The Witcher 3 and Age of Wonders 4 mostly, and occasionally stepping out to HOI4. Not really motivated for videos, but I've run out of really cool ideas. All I can do is copy old ideas, update them, or copy other YouTubers, and I don't really feel like that. War with Japan. One of my favorite comments on the Kuril Islands, on my COMECON video that I already published, is that I go for the recover the Kuril Islands focus, and then I do not take the Kuril Islands in the peace deal. Yeah, sorry about that. Submarines. Do I have any admiral that isn't cowed yet? I'll take this one. Put it on strike force and set the invasion to go. Now, as I explained in several videos, you need to declare this war the moment the war goal finishes. So not a few hours later or a few days, but literally the second the focus finishes. I'll show it again. There is an option here. Where is it? Game. Pause on notifications. You need this one on. You don't want to manually pause that. This might still not work. Japan is at war with China, so they might have their fleet up. But there's a good chance I'll actually get through here. I've been really thinking about doing Age of Wonders 4 videos, but I still suck at that game. Was that my one left admiral? No, it's the other guy. Safety first, yeah, sure. We can get another focus, doctrine. Recover the Kuril Islands is done. So before we do anything else, we'll declare that war. That disrupts our 5-year plan, and it also allows us to go for desperate measures. Mobilization speed, great patriotic war decisions, but more importantly, it unlocks lessons of war before we go to war with the Germans. Curse them. Another agent, and we'll take Seducer here and put him on China. And now hope for the best. Naval invasion is launching. So we'll immediately switch these guys to convoy escort. And you can see the arrows, well, they're still moving, but I do expect that naval supremacy to get out and lose it quickly. Let's do medium tanks, and we'll medium tank designer. Now, even with Japan committed to war with China, this is usually a very tough fight. Let's not forget to move these guys over to Vladivostok. I'm sending on fairly okay divisions, but I have all those Soviet army debuffs here, so... But we seem to be getting the port. No need for drastic stuff like force attack. Please do take the port now. Yes, thank you. Promoting Chukyov here to infantry specialists and immediately putting infantry specialist over here. Naval invasion sound here. Oh yeah. Perhaps it would have been a good idea to actually guard this border. Well, we'll just have to finish off Japan quickly then. That might be a fatal error though, but we'll see. Yeah, that's a lull, but we'll I mean, I only need desperate measures to finish, and then we can easily finish off Japan. Supply, though, might be an issue if I don't have the port behind me. Let's rush Tokyo. Yeah, I have good hopes. But for anyone watching this video much later, hopefully I can edit in something of a warning. Please guard your borders. Would be a shame if that made me lose the war or make this video less good. On the other hand, sometimes you just make mistakes and you have to deal with them. Insert deal with it sunglasses meme. Have to pay attention to Nagasaki. And it is getting busy up here. I am leaving port guards on the conquered ports here. Fall of Vladivostok. It's a shame, but I see an open Tokyo. The fall of Tokyo. I think that cancels out Vladivostok. That doesn't look good. War participation, 52%. Eat that, China. That's Nagasaki. Let's go to Kagoshima. And they're almost gone. Desperate measures, thanks. And can we do this one? Now we can. Let's prepare a collaboration government, not in Mexico, but in China later. Crisis averted. Yeah, Vladivostok might disagree, but who cares? We got it. Alright. Shall we take the Kuril Islands this time? Nah, it's a Japanese core. If you get a puppet Manchukuo along the border, you only need Xinjiang. Yeah, possibly if you're going for a Soviet onion. I'd like to go for all of China, really. Not that much more of a problem. Xinjiang should stay in the Chinese United Front regardless anyway, and I prefer to have the Japanese puppet. So let's see if I can make that work. Puppet Japan. And also Korea, if I can manage it. Yeah, bite me. South Sakhalin. Kuril. They can have their own cores, we'll get those later. Something like this. Now for war operations on all of these guys. and some navy. I have shit doctrines anyway, so I'll just let the Japanese manage it for me. Restoration and development. Which one is that? Well, it's all the way here, and it's like you skip the entire 5-year plan tree to get on the doorstep of COMECON. You just need 200 factories, a few more than we have right now. That's fine. Let's get ready with our purges. We'll also start a war, prepare for war with China itself. Not really in a hurry, just want to get that over and done with before the Germans come for us, so that there's a lot of time for that. We also still need to actually surround China for that, and that takes a little bit more time. So let's set that up. Still working on those same naval ships. Oh well. I think this is all right. I think I need a few more armies. Build supply hubs in Central Asia or the Xinjiang border. That sounds like a good idea. I don't need to go overboard on it. I'll just build 1 or 2 or something. One over here. I'm going for full collaborations on the Chinese anyway. There is a bonus supply up here through the Gobi Gambit, I think. I just need one over here. No, not yet. Go for Marines? No. Does that work, really? There is actually a railroad here, so that's fine. Third Moscow trial. Are we done here? Behead the snake. Let's do that one right now. That also gives us the extra operative we need right now. Kingdom of Italy declares war on Italy. That doesn't sound good. How did they manage to do that? Something with Ethiopia, I guess. British Italy. Oh, what a mess. I have no idea what happened there. Would have been nice to see why this actually happened. For some reason, I think Britain was called into the war with Ethiopia. On historical focuses, that's quite impressive. But there was a lot of more worldwide tension. I've done this strat about a dozen times, never seen this happen. We had the snake, and we'll head into Baltic security, I guess. Get some free Baltic stuff. Also get we had subtle assassination going. Prepare, and we'll prepare collaboration government in China. This doesn't work. Prepared, you commence. Oh no, captured. We'll get him out. Basically, all of what I wanted to show is already in here, except maybe the capitulation of China. Might be able to get that done too. Let's get some stability. Yeah, it is quite brutal. I'll grant you that. Also going to promote Popov here. Going to keep him here as a general, but I'll make him an offensive doctrine expert, so I can make him an army offense specialist, and if I want to, I can then replace Timoshenko with an army offense specialist. Kind of like the experience trickling in right now, so I'll leave it like this for the time being. Oh, there's more here. Made a mess of my spies here. Should I get Elusive Gentleman? Can't even get that, I think. Nope. Claims in Baltic. It's about time to go into China, but I really need those collaboration governments to get going. Operative slots, I can use that. I played a Soviet invasion of China basically like I always play the Japanese invasion of China. I stretch their borders by surrounding them as much as possible and get as many naval invasions going as possible. So I'm going to use Zhukyov's army here to invade over here at Qingdao, then over here at Dailan, Shanghai, and finally Fuzhou. Rehabilitate military, probably a good idea to get that one too. Estonia wants in my faction. Well, I think I'll just send ultimatums and annex them. Estonia and Latvia submits. And my spy has been liberated. Let's go for the war goal with China. Oh wait, this doesn't actually give me the war goal. Oh, it does. Okay, let's go. Indeed, Tom. It's just crazy. And as someone else earlier pointed out, you can even go to the war with the Allies if you think they're annoying. British Italy. So weird. That's the effects of desperate measures. We can go to lessons of war soon. Did I just click away the Trotsky event? I think I did, right? But anyway, that problem is solved. Intervention in China. And what else was I talking about? Lessons of war. Yeah, let's get that one. We've had so many wars. I should... Hey, non-aggression pact. We'll soon be able to break that. Kind of completely missed me signing that one. But we'll have some more build-up time then. Ultimatum to Lithuania. %, collaboration. Next one is in progress. Lessons of war. A lot of stuff here. Military reorganization. Yeah, we'll do that after the war with China, or maybe now. Do it now. Molotov-Ribbentrop. Yeah, sure. Still can't go here, but we're almost there. Let's go towards those research slots that we can still do. Cancel non-aggression treaty, declare war. More factories, we'll fix that later. Naval invasion launching. And logistic focus. We're not getting a war goal against Xinjiang, but they joined the Chinese United Front and they're in here. Zhukov is on the border and he doesn't look too happy. He'll have to manage. I have no troops on the Mongolian border. China does. And we'll grind some experience for Popov and Kuznetsov. We landed here with our good forces. And we will transfer the first reserve army headed here by Ivatulin. He can then man the border while Popov or Chukyov then plans his next naval invasion. In fact, let's do that right now. Looks like Poland's getting into action as well. China seems to be attacking me. Alright. Chukyov, level 4. Infantry experts. Yeah, it's just easily starts as level 1 with brilliant strategist. He almost always levels like a monster. Popov starts as level 2, I think. I want to grind him to level 6 so he can be infantry expert, offensive expert. Then he can take over here. But even Voroshilov usually just levels up nicely. Oh, I forgot to take a focus. Yeah, 7 attack, level 5. He needs another level more, and then give him logistics, charismatic. That's what I usually go for anyway. Charismatic for recovery rate. Engineers, let's just keep researching. Second naval invasion. Zhukov here actually survived the purge, so I can promote him to field marshal. I mean, he would do well, I guess. But I don't need him, so he can stay a general. It's another port, another reserve army. Next naval invasion will be Shanghai. Do we have any decent Chief of the Navy? Well, I like this size of battle. Get some experience going there. Naval reform. Industry liaison. Alright, let's get back to civilian factories in the Soviet Union and get all of this stuff to the bottom. Another 30%, and the third one is incoming. China has just so many points of entry. They do actually. The disadvantage of being so very big. They did choose to really go full in on my Xinjiang border. Yeah, sure, you don't have any victory points there, but I'll allow it. Ah, we got Shanghai. Let's get Vlasov in there. Controversial statement incoming. Let's take this part of China here called Taiwan. Fourth 5-year plan is ready, and we can go to COMECON pretty soon, I guess. Pop-ups. Well, we got Nanjing, so we got that going. May, that's quite a long time. At some point we have to watch out that Germany doesn't break Molotov-Ribbentrop too fast. So I kind of need to hurry up here. I mean, they seem kind of busy right now. Voroshilov, level 6, 9 attack, 5 defense, 6 logistics, expert delegator even. So he can do all of these guys. I can give him unyielding defender and offensive doctrine. I think I'll do that. He can man the German border pretty soon. Let's also create a few divisions for that. 112,000. I don't have the manpower to do that. Soviets running out of manpower. That seems unrealistic. Just want a couple of divisions on their border. Got Taiwan. Let's do Fuzhou here. This seems to be all right. Popov attack. Kuznetsov is here. This guy's here, but I can afford to pull him off. Volunteer only? Yes, only the bravest and most dedicated Soviets are fighting in this army. There's no need for mass mobilization yet. Germany honors the pact for now, I should mention. Only still halfway. For the COMECON. Thing is, I can do this right now, but then I'd have to manually add China to the COMECON. So I'll just wait a bit until I have China as a puppet. And I'll do national specialist. I've been told foreign experts is better, but you know, I'm a nationalist Soviet role-playing gamer now, so I'll stick with this. What is going to take a long time? Actually, almost done here, I think. Oh wow, my ground support expert actually survived the purges. Cool, I'll take him later. (1940) June. Well, I can pretty much count on them to cancel a non-aggression pact then, so this is going to be tight. But we'll see. Maximum pressure on China then. Got Beijing, pretty much the entire coastline now. Popov is now level 6. 9 attack as well. I mean, it's hard to choose, right? This guy's got logistics wizard. Kuznetsov is without a job. Let's grab victory points. Dutch foreign experts. I've been told you can still get them. Might actually need to go up a conscription law. If the Germans actually cancel their non-aggression treaty at June, I might be in trouble, yes. But I can always fall back a little. Going to at least put engineers and flame tanks here. So at least these guys have some muscle. I have 100% collaboration now on the Chinese, which means I'm almost there. But you know, always in terms of China is still probably like forever. Got Nanchang. Should probably grab this stuff here. Trying to grab Wuhan here, but Nanchang needs to be connected. And I'm out of manpower. That was bound to happen. Shaanxi. '97. Plenty of victory points left here. Still 98. Really should get a move on Wuhan here. Getting there. Ningbo, 99. Come on, keep moving. Wuhan should be it though. Sure, desperate defense, last stand. Whew, ta-da! We'll use Xinjiang, just because they've been so loyal. Select all, war reparations, resource rights, and whatever they have for a navy. There's still some Japanese stuff here, I will just take it all. Soviet Socialist Republic of Xinjiang. Let's move everyone over to the German border. And I do mean everyone. Not everyone, we'll put a few on the Hungarian border, just to be safe. Just move and I'll reorganize it later. Do we still have Chinese cores that we can give back? No, it doesn't look like it. I can cancel the non-aggression treaty, but that's probably a bad idea. Germans will do it soon enough anyway. Let's get rid of this Soviet spy and get a German one later and start building collabs in Germany. "126 military factories." And let's lower the autonomy of Xinjiang. That's a research slot, and now we can go for COMECON. We could do that earlier, but I want the Chinese in from the start. Things I skipped is, in terms of Comintern, I can still go for, where is it? Secure Leningrad and get a war goal against Finland. And there is demand Balkan submission, which will get a few other war goals. Probably just Soviet. No, wait a second. For others. can't see which ones those are. It's a bit too bad. Let's get those navies over to Leningrad, by the way. And let's make this my main template. We'll give them medium flame tanks and we'll just have a whole shit ton of them. Cavalry recon and one artillery. Something like this, and convert this whole shebang to it. Somewhere along in the focus tree, we gave course to Xinjiang for all of China. That's the Gobi Gambit if they accept it. Whereas China in their focus tree, this is apparently still the Xinjiang focus tree before they go proclaim rival government or any of those. Seems they're doing air production, so generic focus. They're not progressing much. Already on 400 factories almost, more than I know what to do with. Now we have the COMECON, let's let it tick, 529. 221 military factories, I have 50 to spare, but I'm designing stuff for planes. Let's see, where can you see that? COMECON. This is one of my puppets, and they get this spirit because they're a member of the COMECON. Consumer goods factories minus 15%, so this is good for them as well. Civilian industry to overlord plus 50%, military industry to overlord plus 50%. Freedom gained by trade, so if you're trading with them, they're not gaining too much from it. So basically you're just getting super puppets and you're draining them empty. Well, not empty, you're just using a lot of their stuff. We could go for Leningrad for another puppet. Could also go for the other research slot. It's all the way over here, so you need a few focuses on both sides here before you can actually get it. And just because someone mentioned it in the comments earlier, I'm going to do demand Balkan submission to see who does and who does not join. I'm not going to play the actual war with Germany. It's beyond the scope of this video and would be quite boring. Also, I completely missed the fact that they took over British Italy. That's probably because of the war with the Allies. Anyway, Germany wouldn't be much of a challenge with what I got right now. War with Yugoslavia, of course. I'm already very pleased that the COMECON strat itself pulled off so nicely. With all these COMECON puppets everywhere. China, Japan submitted. Beautiful. Next week, the DLC from South America will be ready. I've barely played it, so it wouldn't be very interesting to actually stream it. Might still do it though. The alternative might be to do the Holy Roman Empire strategy for Germany. I really like to play that one. Balkan submission, what happens? Nothing seems to be happening. Nope, nothing happens. No war goals either. That one seems broken. Well, not really in the mood for a bug report today. Going to end the stream here. I formed COMECON and am way stronger than Germany as right now. I would win easily. Any questions? Oh, let's design a plane. Once the heavy machine gun is done, I'll show you my fighter that I would design if I would actually play right now. Do need some more air experience. Oh yeah, thanks HOI4. They're in the Decisions tab. Let's see what happens. Bulgaria. Bulgaria refuses, no war goal. Ah, sad. Plane designer. We get a load of bogus stuff here. Improved small airframe. I usually go for the heavy machine gun. 2 of them. The engine and armor plates, self-sealing fuel tanks, and extra fuel tanks. These are optional, I think, if you're just going to defend on the short range, but nothing is short range in Russia, so we need them. We have some weight left so to spend. We'll do 2 more heavy machine guns with 22.5. Heavy machine guns, 25. Sure, that'll do. And it has to look a little bit more modern, please. Design it with the designer. And we can put a load of stuff on it, except we just don't have the rubber. Don't you have free construction slots? Yeah. I haven't been keeping up with stuff. Anyway, I'm going to stop right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.